Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video.
Georgia is a land of rock and stone, medieval fortresses and plenty of monasteries, green hills, majestic mountains, deep caves and a few rocky beaches. It's a country where you'll feel that you've been transported back to the past while still walking through the villages and towns. So if you've never been here before, let's take a wonderful look into Georgia. We start with the dynamic capital of Georgia. Tbilisi is a city that seamlessly blends ancient history with modern innovation. It's nestled along the Kora River and famous for its mix of architecture, a vibrant nightlife, and rich cultural tapestry. So I think you should visit between late spring and early autumn, as you can fully enjoy the city's numerous festivals and bustling markets as well as its outdoor cafes. But exploring the charming Old Town is where you can wander through narrow cobbled streets and visit the historic Nirikala fortress. And after you visit the fortress, you can relax in one of the sulphur baths that have soothed travellers for centuries. And another highlight would be to walk across the modern Bridge of Peace, with panoramic views of the park. Now, Georgia has its fair share of big cities and tourist attractions, which you're going to see in a moment. But what's really special about the country are its smaller towns. And Signari is actually one of them, often referred to as the City of Love. It's perched on a hilltop in the Tusheti region, offering breathtaking views of the Alazani Valley. This picturesque town is surrounded by defensive walls and towers, making you feel like you've just stepped back in time. It's also known for its vineyards that come alive in autumn. It may even be best for those couples who want to do a wine tour, or for anyone else. Now we head to the northwestern part of Georgia, and locked in the heart of the Caucasus Mountains lies the historic province Ushguli. The only way to get there is by driving from Zugdidi to Mestia, along steep, windy roads looking over beautiful gorges, the wild rivers and the majestic mountains. And once you're there, one of the highest continuously inhabited settlements in Europe is located in the remote Veneti region of Georgia, Ushguli. This cluster of villages, surrounded by towering mountains and ancient watchtowers, offers a glimpse into a timeless way of life. It's here where you can explore the medieval towers that have stood tall for centuries. Now, if you didn't realize, Georgia is quite popular for its wine tours, and Sinandali is one such destination. Known for the Sinandali estate, former resident of Georgian nobleman Alexander Chavchavadze, and it offers a unique glimpse into Georgia's aristocratic past. So what you could visit here are the lush gardens, learn about its historic winery, as well as tour the beautifully preserved palace. And you can combine this trip because 12 minutes by car you can reach Tbilisi, which is the main city of Georgia's eastern province and also the heart of Georgia's wine country. Now, there are two highlights that I recommend: the fortress, and then take a wonderfully scenic drive to the Alaverdi Monastery, one of Georgia's oldest and most revered religious sites. Located in the western part of Georgia, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world is called Kutaisi, a historic city that offers a very rich cultural experience, especially with its ancient landmarks and a very vibrant local life. One of the best things to do here would be to visit the UNESCO-listed Baghrati Cathedral, which offers some of the most stunning views of the city. But there's an equally impressive site that I think you should visit, and that's the Galati Monastery, renowned for its beautiful frescoes and mosaics. So here are more scenes of Kutaisi, and we're going to move to a very interesting location next. But if you do get the chance and you have more time, don't miss a tour of the Prometheus Caves. You're able to take an underground boat ride, which could be a lot of fun. Nestled in the Caucasus Mountains, there's a central town in the Tusheti region, Mestia, and it's the gateway to exploring the rugged beauty of northern Georgia. You can visit the Tusheti Museum of History, which houses a very fascinating collection of artifacts. And you can climb one of the many ancient span towers for panoramic views of the town and the surrounding mountains. The good thing about this area is that it's excellent for hiking and trekking opportunities. There are plenty of trails leading to scenic spots, like the glacier and the pristine lakes. And now we're heading to the religious capital, Mtskheta. The spiritual heart, and therefore the most important city of Georgia. It used to be the capital city, before the king changed his base to Tbilisi. But it's also one of the oldest cities in the country, where you'll find 4,000-year-old traces of human settlements that were found. But when you visit this particular city, it's actually home to 3 of Georgia's most important churches. Make sure you have a little scarf for the ladies, dress appropriately. For the fellas, no hats, no shorts. Just come correct whether it's a mosque or a church, and to be very respectful of the country. Now there's an extraordinary destination that I think you will want to see, and it's situated along the banks of the Ushguli River, and renowned for its historic fortress complex and its natural surroundings. This well-preserved site offers a fascinating look into Georgia's feudal past. And here you can wander through the ancient fortress walls, explore the decorated Church of the Assumption, and admire the detailed stone carvings. The fortress overlooks the turquoise waters of the reservoir, so it's a great backdrop for some holiday snaps. Now, if you fancy visiting a city located on the coast of the Black Sea, you can head to the modern metropolis, Batumi. It's the second biggest city in Georgia, and honestly, it doesn't really feel like you're in Georgia. One moment you hear the church bells ringing, and then the next you hear the call to prayer. In this city, you can stroll along the scenic Batumi Boulevard, visit botanical gardens with diverse plant collections, and admire the different statues which tell an interesting story. But here, the city's old town is probably where you will spend most of your time. Plenty of lively cafes, perfect for a relaxed evening. And there's even a panoramic view of the city and coastline if you take a ride on the cable car. In the northeast of Georgia, a pristine mountainous region known for its untouched natural beauty and traditional way of life, is known as Tusheti. Accessible primarily in the summer months, and this particular location offers that unique adventurous destination, the off-the-beaten-path experience. The region is also ideal for hiking and even horseback riding, with trails that lead through the lush meadows, beautiful rugged peaks and serene valleys. But here you'll have the chance to experience all the local culture. So if nature is what you seek, forget Switzerland and head to Tusheti. Now, if you want to see something wild and spectacular, then head to the cave monastery complex, which is carved into the cliffs of southern Georgia, Vardzia. It's a remarkable site that dates back to the 12th century and offers an extraordinary glimpse into medieval monastic life. So when you do visit, you can explore the network of caves that once housed monks and pilgrims, or even wander through the labyrinth tunnels and marvel at the intricate cave dwellings and its chapels. So if you've noticed already so far, there's so many fascinating places in Georgia. But for me, there's one particular place that I highly recommend: the Tbilisi cave town. And it's one of Georgia's most remarkable historic sites, showcasing the real ingenuity of ancient Georgian civilization. So when you do visit, you can explore the cave complex. You'll find a maze of tunnels, temples, and ancient dwellings, all carved directly into the rock. So if you've ever been to the Grand Canyon, it's kind of that type of holiday where you're just exploring, taking lots of photos, and just admiring the Georgian civilization that used to live here. So if you're not the type to shy away from dark tourism, then you might want to pay a visit to the hometown of one of Georgia's most notorious exports, the infamous leader of the Soviet Union, Joseph Stalin. And he was born and raised in Gori, less than 100 kilometers east of Tbilisi. And unlike just about everywhere else in Georgia, in Gori, the former dictator is not entirely hated. So one of the things that you can do here is to check out the Stalin Museum, which is dedicated to preserving his memory through photographs and documents and all types of memorabilia. But apart from the museum, there's another highlight in Gori, and that's to visit the medieval citadel, which is situated above the city on a rocky hill. And despite not being the most popular tourist attraction in the city, it's still a great way to get off the beaten path and discover some remnants of Georgia's feudal past.
And there you have it, folks. That was Georgia. Stunning mountains, fortresses, hiking opportunities, wonderful cities, ancient Georgian civilizations, temples, cathedrals, monasteries. It has it all. I've got even more places on my laptop, but I'm telling you right now, I am so fucking hot, I can't be bothered to do more. The video is long enough. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you've got some new ideas to travel to Georgia instead of Switzerland. Thanks for watching. I've got more videos coming up, and I'll see you all on the next one.